A skyline there of lower Manhattan on a gorgeous day for baseball at Citi Field. The Brewers and the Mets are next. Now from just outside the core of the Big Apple, MLB The Show has baseball from Citi Field in Flushing. Tonight we wrap up this three-game series between the Milwaukee Brewers and the East-leading New York Mets. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian welcoming you to another edition of Baseball on the Show. Alongside Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And EK, let's run through what's happened so far as we wrap up this three-game set.
Yeah, you see there, the home fans have got the brooms out for this one. The guys have taken the first two games of this three-game series, and the way they're playing, they've got to be the favorites in this one, too.
More from the guys as this one goes along, but first, let's have a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Milwaukee Brewers, as Ron Renneke has his guys lined up like this. And there you get a look at the starting pitcher, whose job it'll be to keep these guys in check. His number is right there on the right side of your screen. Carlos Gomez will move towards the batter's boxes. We're just about set to get underway tonight. Started to go down after it, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike one.
First pitch, 7-10.
And here's a fastball now that swung on and missed, and he looks sharp to start the night. It's 0-2.
And you'd think, for as hot as this guy's been over the last few games, they might be treading carefully. They're coming right after him, and now they've got him in an 0-2 hole.
Slider, good two-strike pitch, but it misses 1-2. Not a bad night to bring the parka along. 54 degrees at game time. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
And when he's down 0-2, he's smart enough to know guys are going to try and get him to chase. So now at 2-2, he's got himself back to a spot where he doesn't have to go after a pitcher's pitch.
And the pitch. Oh, and a nice changeup that time gets him to swing right through it as the leadoff man is down on strikes to open up the ball game.
Yep, good start out there on the hill. Nice strikeout, gives you a good positive outlook to build on going forward.
Scooter Gennett will dig in, and this season certainly hasn't been all that kind to him as he enters play with the average down in the 230s. And this one runs up high, ball one. One out, nobody on. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
Yeah, and he didn't even have to think twice about that one. And now he's got a good hitter's count here, 2-0.
Outside, 3-0 now.
He's definitely looking fastball there, and you know, he got one, but good recognition not to go up and chase it.
And a good comeback there. It's 3-1.
I think he had to take that one because I'm not even sure he saw it.
Bases are empty, one man out. And he misses with it, ball 4, so it's a one-out walk here in the top of the first.
And sometimes, you know, you just got to learn that harder isn't always better. You've got to be able to dial that fastball down a few miles an hour and make sure you keep it in the strike zone.
Ryan Braun will get his first shot at it here, and he's got to be hoping to turn things around because you see the numbers over the last 5 games. Not much going on there at all. Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes. That swung on and missed. We're even at 1-1.
Boys, that's 99 right through him.
He's leading towards second.
Way out in front as this is yanked foul into the seats in left. Runner at first here, 1 man out.
He's leading towards second.
And that's high for a ball. It's 2-2.
Yeah, an interesting setup now on 2-2. Here's where you really need to pay attention to that guy at first.
He's going to steal, I'm telling you.
Now this is hit not all that hard out to second. The second for 1, and nearly a double play. That was closer than I thought it would be, and the inning will continue.
Kind of lucky to get it out anywhere here. You see the off-balance throw to second base, and it doesn't have a whole lot of zip on it, but they do find a way to get that force.
Chris Carter will stand in now, hoping to turn things around as he's stuck in a bit of a cold spell these past 5 ball games. Now a throw over, just keeping him close. On the move is Braun. Pitches a cold strike. The throw, not in time as he steals second.
Well, when you're struggling as a ball club, this is when you got to force the issue a little bit, and that can mean being aggressive on the bases. And now he's into second here on the stolen base.
A throw behind the runner at second. Runner back standing. Good arm action on the circle change. Swung on and missed. 0-2.
It was kind of a delayed swing right there. He looked like he had to wait to see if it was going to be anywhere close, and now he's in a big hole.
And a swing and a miss as all he could do was reach out in vain for that one, and the side is retired. Brewers strand 1. Now the Mets will step up for their first shot in a scoreless ball game. Time now to meet the Mets as the starting lineup for the New York Mets in this one looks like this. And there you see the starting pitcher they'll match up against as you look at his numbers on the right side of your screen. And there you see a look at the defensive alignment behind him for the Brewers. David Lee will step in now to lead things off in the home half of the first.
Leading off for the Mets, the shortstop, David Lee.
Swing and a ground ball towards the hole. Throw just does get him at first as he was really moving that time.
Yeah, probably not an ideal at-bat from your leadoff hitter here in the first. You'd like him to stretch that count a little, try and work his way on base. Instead, he rolls over on the first pitch, and he's gone before you know it.
Gary Cox will get his first opportunity here. Took an 0 for 4 in the victory last night. Now the second pitch of the inning is sent on the ground out to second. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Pretty nice way to start your evening. 2 pitches, 2 outs. You can bet pitch count will not be a factor if he can keep bat pace up.
Michael Lee will stride in now as he'll enter play as the second leading hitter in the entire National League. And here's a first pitch curveball that bounces on him there. It's ball 1.
Yeah, those are the ones you like to start an at-bat, especially your first time up.
I agree. Give me a nice, easy one in the dirt that I can take so I can really get ahead in that count early.
Out of play. The 1-1 home. Now a swing and a ground ball, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. And that misses, so after getting 2 first pitch outs, he's gone full to the third hitter here.
Yeah, and that's not the pitch you want to throw on 2-2. I mean, that was so high, he didn't even have to think about swinging at it.
Now a swing, and oh boy, ground balls have ruled the inning. A 3rd straight right here. Throw not in time as he's able to leg it out. And with that, that'll push his hit streak to a modest 6 games. Number 3 will stand in, and he's having a great season so far, currently 5th in the National League in home runs. Now here's the first pitch. A bit high there, a ball and no strikes. And speaking of the National League's home run leaders, there they are on your screen. A runner on first with 2 away. That missed. Close. It's ball 2.
Boy, I don't know that I'd want to be facing this guy right now. He looks pretty fired up out there.
Yeah, he looks like he could run that fastball through a brick wall.
And the fastball here is hit on the ground but foul. Here comes the 2-1. And this is going to be a foul ball. This one sinks low and a touch outside. It's a full count, 3-2.
And now 3-2, 2 out. He'll be helped by the fact that that runner will get a head start out there.
a swing and a sharp ground ball to third. Throw on to Carter gets him to retire the side. Mets leave one. After one, no score. Aramis Ramirez will get his first opportunity here, and that average is certainly not where he wants it, down in the 220s to begin the ball game. Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike two. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Good changeup right there, down in the strike zone. Definitely the one they wanted to strike him out on, so that's a great job to lay off.
Another change. This one's low. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes.
And again, they try to take him down in the strike zone just to see if he'll go after that pitch below the knees. But with 2 strikes, he's been able to lay off that thing now twice in a row.
And did he hold up in time? A look down, and yes, he went around. It's strike 3.
Batting 6. Left fielder.
And we'll get a good look at the grip on this last circle change. You can see that your fingers actually make kind of an OK symbol on the side of the baseball, and that gives it that nice fading movement it has at the end.
Chris Davis will stand in, and he wasn't alone in wearing the collar in last night's ball game, in which the team could muster all of 1 run. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1.
Oh, a very hittable pitch, too. That's a middle-of-the-plate fastball, and he's not going to get away with too many of those tonight.
Sliced hard but foul. Look out over there. Just a touch outside. 1-2.
Tough pitch to lay off there with 2 strikes. I'm not sure if that was a good take or whether he just got fooled on a changeup and couldn't pull the trigger.
Here's the lefty's offering on 1-2. Ball 2.
Outside, that's the ball.
No score here as we play inning number 2. Full count, 3-2.
Well, it looked like he had things in control to start him out. Now he's running from 0-2 to 3-2, and that last one wasn't even close.
And a tough pitch on 2 strikes as he's able to foul it off. Once again, a 3-2. And he misses here for ball 4. Already 2 walks surrendered in his first couple of innings of work.
Well, he's going to find that hitters in the big leagues are much more patient than they were down at AAA. A strikeout in the minors turns into a walk at this level.
Gene Segura will get his first shot here with the runner at first now and 1 away. There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike 1.
And after a walk, I think there's a little anger behind that fastball.
Runners on first with 1 down. And that misses 1-1. One thing you can say with certainty, he's really tried to take some ownage on that inside part of the plate.
It's something that you need to learn as a young pitcher. You've got to have that willingness to work inside, or guys at this level will just lean out over the plate and eat you up.
Oh, he pulls the string on the circle change, 1-2.
Wow, what a good time to take something off of that pitch, and they had him fooled pretty good on that one.
And he swings on top and sends it on the ground out to second. Oh, and Cabrera bobbles it. And the throw won't be in time as he'll be able to beat out the recovery throw at first.
Oh, that was definitely a double play possibility going down the drain right there. He's in a little bit too much of a hurry to get rid of his throw. So once he bobbles it, the chance for two goes right out the window. Fortunately, he is able to re-grip it in time to hustle it over there to second and save the force out.
Robinson Chirinos will stand in now, still struggling to get anything going offensively. Took something off there as this pitch is in the dirt, but handled quickly behind the plate. Good zip on that one as he just throws it by him for strike one.
And sometimes you got to cut down a little stride against a guy who's throwing this hard. Either you take that leg kick completely out of the equation, or you get it started just a little bit quicker.
Segura runs. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw is not in time as he just gets in ahead of the throw.
Well, they're trying to make something out of this inning after all. He's off and running here with two away, and he gets into second safely. So now all it'll take is a base hit to get us our first run of the game.
And an off-speed pitch swung on and missed, and with that, the side is retired. Milwaukee leaves one. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Number 30 will stand in now. Certainly a dangerous hitter as he ranks number 2 in the National League in home runs.
Let's go now, man.
And he'll take strike one on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. And this is fouled back and out of play. Swing and a hard hit ball towards the hole. And this gets through into right, so he turns the 0-2 count into a leadoff base hit.
And here's where, on the mound, you got to tell yourself, he did everything right there. This was an 0-2 pitch, and he did a great job of getting him to hit it on the ground. Just happens to find a hole on the right side. I mean, what are you going to do?
Michael Kadire will get his first shot at it here. And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Runners on the move for second. Pitch inside. The throw not in time. He's in there at second.
Boy, I'm not too sure if a good throw would have had him here or not. But you can see he doesn't get on top of his throw down, and it sails on him just a little bit. That's going to allow the runner to dive in safely with a stolen base.
Here's a fastball right down the middle of the plate that swung on and hit out to deep left field, and this one's not coming back. This is a long home run. So a two-run home run for Michael Kadire. Number 13 for him on the year as the Mets are out in front now 2-0.
And this is just a fastball right here, but I'm pretty sure it's not where he wanted it. This has got some elevation to it, and that's one of those where you know it's going to be a home run as soon as you let go of it.
As Drupal Cabrera will stand in, and he's seen that average climb the past week or so, as you see what he's done over the course of the last 7 ball games. Now a fastball, a bit too low here. It's ball 1. And here's a ball hit in the air. Chirinos is out of the crouch, and he stays with it for route number 1.
Here's that swing again. This is in show motion, and you'll see that that's a few inches above the thumbs. You'll be feeling that one all night long.
Travis d'Arnaud will take his first cuts of the ball game here. First pitch to him. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Very patient here in these opening few innings.
And I think that's exactly what they're going to need to do. The more hitters counts that you can get yourself in, the more fastballs you're going to see. And this is a good fastball hitting team.
Down low, and the plot thickens here, 3-0.
And this is just a guy that's going to be happy to take a walk, so I'm a little bit surprised that they haven't challenged him a little bit more from the mound.
Here it comes. That one's in there, 3-1.
And at the plate, he might have been told, look, you're taken until you get a strike. Not a bad idea.
Fouled straight back. 1 out, nobody on. Payoff pitch coming. Now a ball lined to the right side. Base hit. And now time is called here as their pitching coach is going to pay a quick visit to the mound to discuss how they want to attack things here. Johan Santana will take a long look down here as he may be bunting to avoid the double play. Showing bunt here, but he takes ball 1.
I'll tell you, it looks to me like he's getting pretty worked up out there.
Yeah, I think it's good to pitch with a chip on your shoulder, but sometimes one bad call, one bad pitch sends you right off the deep end.
He's working himself into a lather.
Going wide.
Tries to get the bunt down here, but this is foul, and we'll see if he tries it again. Here comes the 1-1. Called a strike as he pulled the bunt attempt back, 1-2.
Playing 12. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Oh, and a great knuckle curve just buckled him there, and there are 2 gone. David Lee will dig in again. He grounded out to start the home first. Right there for strike 1. Now a ball pulled hard but fouled off to the left. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. But the recovery throw will be in time to first. A good job that time of not giving up on the play, and the inning is over. I have to imagine there's a full moon tonight, judging by this bunch. Thursday night baseball rolls on. We'll have more after this. James Paxton will turn right around and get us started here. 9-1-2 to start inning number 3. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. Fastball, and that thing's a blur up there, folks. 1-1.
Just no chance to pull the trigger on that one. It just got on him too fast.
Right there at the belt. 1-2 now.
Well, that's just unfair right there. I mean, most guys throw a 91-mile-an-hour fastball. He's throwing a 91-mile-an-hour slider.
1-2. Here's a swing and a ground ball. And he'll take this to the bag of 3 unassisted for the first out.
Well, always nice to get the inning started against the pitcher, and he sets him down easily for the first out of the third.
So it's back to the top of the order now, and standing in the speedy Carlos Gomez. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. And he gets some pretty good wood on it here as this is lifted to fairly deep left. And they'll put it away now without much of a problem. 2 gone now here in the third.
You know, that's the thing with throwing a fastball as hard as he does. It makes fly balls travel that much farther off the bat. And this thing gets out there a long ways before it finally gets tracked down.
Scooter Gennett will stand in here hoping to pick up his club's first hit in the contest.
Get him down.
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
And even with 2 outs, this is a team that can still put something together here, especially in this part of the lineup, so you can't let your guard down.
One and one.
Still a little bit early to be worrying about this, but in a 2-run game, a 2-out walk here would at least get the tying run to the plate. And on top of that, this guy has some pop.
Ready now on 1-1. And he looks at one in there, 1-2.
Very patient here to start the at-bat. Maybe even a little too patient because now he's down 1-2.
Yeah, and I don't think he's going to get anything better than that to hit.
And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. And a half-hearted swing there as they tie him up inside for the third strike, and the inning is over. Gone in order are the Brewers. They're down 2-0. Gary Cox makes his way to the plate to get us started here in the bottom of inning number 3.
Gary Cox.
Now the first pitch. And this is heading out toward left field, but this is going to get fouled up into the crowd. And this is fouled at the plate. And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
Well, I think that fastball is just for show there. He's not trying to throw this for a strike.
Here's the 1-2. They try to come in with the fastball, but it's too far in, and it's even at 2-2.
He's hoping to just run that heater by him. So he's ramped up the velocity here in the last 2 pitches.
In the air to right center and carrying well. Way back there now. And gone. Home run. Solo shot to right center. Home run number 16 for him on the year. And the Mets have taken a 3-0 lead.
Well, and now that's the second home run that he's allowed here in just 2+ innings of work. And no question, they've had his number here in the early going. And now they stretch the lead out even further.
Michael Lee will stand in. A base hit his first time around.
Right fielder, Michael Lee.
You can do it.
Hahn couldn't lay off the pitch inside. It's 0-1. That pitch count, as you see, already standing at 41.
And you don't need Eric or I to tell you about that. That's way too many this early.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2. A lot of pitches up in the zone here early on.
And that's not the worst thing in the world at this place, but you've got to pick your spots.
Fastball at the letters, and he turns on it, hits it high and deep out to center field. And he's turned an 0-2 count into a home run. So a solo shot here to left center field, number 22 on the year, and the Mets have jumped out to a 4-0 lead.
You just can't throw that pitch right there. That swing tells a story right there. I mean, he got all of that one. Remember, he homered in yesterday's ball game too, so he's riding a pretty good hot streak these past couple of days.
Number 3 will dig in. 0 for 1 here in this one. Here's the first offering. Ball 1. No, you start to worry that maybe this already has the makings of a short outing.
And that's not what that man right there wants to hear. He'd hate to have to make a change this early, but he might have to.
And wow, a very high strike, but a strike nonetheless, and it's 1-1. And he takes a called strike 2. The ball flying around the yard in this one, as you see so far there. Curveball, or maybe even the circle change there. 2-2 regardless.
And if he wants to turn things around, that's a pitch that he's going to need to start locating better.
Now a ball lined into left field. That's a base hit.
And another hard hit ball off of him right there. And that's not the first one he's allowed so far. As you take a look at his line, not too much to write home about right there. This has not been one of his better performances at all.
Number 30 will stride in again. He singled and later scored his first time. And a fastball's in there for strike one.
That's not really a bad take that time. You've got a guy out there on the mound that's had his hands full already, so you've got to make him prove that he can find the zone.
And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate with the fastball as he backs him off a bit. Can't imagine guys like that too much.
Yeah, not too much indeed. You start getting into the danger area when it's up and in that high.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. And a little tapper up the line, but this will wind up a foul ball. Now a cutter, but that's in the dirt for a ball. Would you say he's not really finishing his pitches at this point?
That's a good way to put it. It looks like he's aiming a little too much, and that's not working for him.
Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. A lot of deep counts for these guys early on.
And the more the better as far as they're concerned. They'd like to get him out of here as quick as they can.
Just does stay alive as this is fouled back.
Take the base on ball.
He'll try it again, 3-2. And he misses there for ball 4. So runners are at first and second now with nobody out.
That's a base hit and a walk after giving up that home run. He's working himself right into another possible mess here.
Now here comes Brewers manager Ron Renicky out of the Milwaukee dugout. And he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. Probably wishes he could have gone a little longer, but the move's already been made, and he's off to the showers. Tyler Thornburg is going to come on to pitch here, and seeing as though it's just the third inning, he may be asked to work for a while. Michael Kadire will be his first test out of the bullpen, and it'll be a tough test indeed as he'll face him with 2 on and nobody out here. First pitch curveball swung on and missed. Strike 1.
Now with 2 on, nobody out, you got to be thinking strikeout double play out there on the mound. One or the other is what you really need.
Come on.
Spin and a throw back to second. Smart to keep an eye on it. Now a spin and another throw back to second, keeping particularly close tabs on him. Runner holding tight at second. Now the pitch. And low. It's a ball and a strike. He took a big swing that time as he lifts a high pop-up, drifting into foul territory on the right side. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. None out, runners at first and second. A big pitch here, 1-2. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. And here's a fastball that he takes the other way out to fairly deep right. Braun is there, and he makes the catch for the out. And he'll move up to third now. Runners at the corners here with one away.
And you have to figure he didn't think he'd be seeing any action this early on, but he's going to need to hold down the fort for a while here, now that their starter's already out of the ballgame.
As Drupal Cabrera will dig in. He popped out in foul territory his first time. And here's the first pitch. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0.
Now at the plate, you're looking for something up in the zone. Try and keep it in the air. Make sure you don't hit into a double play.
Swing and a ball headed towards the hole. One there. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. Back with more on a Thursday night following this. Back with Eric Harris and Steve Lyons, Matt Vasgersian, as Ryan Braun steps forward to get things started here in the Milwaukee half of the inning. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike one.
Yeah, the best way to neutralize this guy's power, just keep putting pitches right there.
Strike him out!
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. A good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2. Very difficult to get on top of a pitch when it's coming in that high.
Darn near impossible when it's coming at you in the high 90s. You just can't get your hands up there fast enough to stay on top.
And this is swung on and missed, and this fourth inning will start the same way he ended the third with a strikeout, and there's one away.
Just overmatched him there. It's a 1-2 fastball, and this is right by him. Absolutely no contest.
Chris Carter will stride in again. He struck out swinging his first time. And here's a fastball called for strike one. I just couldn't pull that one back in time. It's 0-2 now. Slider, but that's low as it's dug out by the catcher there.
And now, as a hitter, 1-2, you've got to be thinking right center field. You'll take a little swing out and try to drive something the other way.
Fouled back. Just did get a piece of that one, so he stays alive here. Change of speed there, but it's taken for a ball. 2-2.
And this is where he gets so tough. He's seen everything you've got, but you've still got to make one more good pitch to get him out.
No runs, no hits, and no errors on the Milwaukee line score so far. Now here's a ball hit hard on the ground to second. Taken there by Cabrera. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Now batting number 16, third baseman Ramirez.
Aramis Ramirez will dig in here. Took a called third strike his first time. And this ball's hit in the air down the right side and out of play. 0-1. And a ball and a strike now to Aramis as that pitch misses. Right back to the outside part of the plate, but that misses as well. It's 2-1.
Yeah, even with the bases empty here and 2 away, you still need to be careful here. So he's pitched him smart so far.
And quick wrists here as this is yanked down the third base line. But this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. No runs, no hits, and no errors on the Milwaukee line score so far. And over towards the dugout, but this one will get into the stands. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball, but this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. Now here's another pitch fouled off and heading for the seats, and he's just fighting to stay alive here. Still 2-2. Full count now, 3-2.
And this guy won't lay down here because there's 2 outs and nobody on. He's putting up a good fight.
And they are still hitless, but at least they'll have a base runner here. It's ball 4.
The left fielder, number 18, Chris Davis.
Chris Davis will dig in now, hoping to perhaps make him pay for the 2-out walk. A fastball here too low. It's 1-0. Fouled off into the seats behind first. Down low, 2 balls and a strike. The 2-1 pitch is a fastball swung on and missed. 2-2.
Yeah, kind of a late decision to swing there. Even if he hits that thing, that might just be a routine fly to right.
And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
And even though that runs the count full, you'll at least get the benefit of giving that runner at first a head start here.
Ball swung on and hit to Cabrera at second. And a bit of a high throw that time, but not much problem over there at first, as that will end the inning. Brewers strand 1. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. Travis d'Arnaud will lead things off here in the home half of the 4th. And he drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1.
Not a bad idea to take a look at that one there. Now that you've seen the curveball, you can start to get a better gauge on it. Get a feel for what it looks like coming out of the pitcher's hand.
Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. A little bit outside. 2-1. Pitch on the way. Swing and ooh, he saws him off with that one. And he's set down, 1 away.
And this is what you're going to get when you've got a hard thrower coming out of the bullpen. When you're late on a fastball and you make contact below your label, it's snap city right there. He turned that bat into firewood.
Johan Santana will get another shot. Called out on strikes his first time around.
Let's go, Santana.
And he lays off there, 1-0. That one's a called strike. Back even at 1. Really a good job so far by this guy out of the bullpen.
Yeah, he's come in and really put his stamp on this game. Throwing a lot of strikes. That's what you want.
Hit on the ground towards first. Over to the bag with it is Carter to record the unassisted putout.
Now batting, the shortstop,
David Lee will try it again. He's grounded out and struck out in 2 trips. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. Two and 0 now.
He's showing pretty good patience here for a rookie. Those were 2 tough takes, but he's got it to 2-0.
Now a ball slapped hard the opposite way. And some trouble now in right field. Around second now, heading for third. And he'll make it into third here with a 2-out triple.
Well, this is all about risk-reward here. It's spectacular if you get a glove on it. If not, you got to get up off the deck and chase it down.
Gary Cox will get a chance now as he hopes to cash in following the 2-out triple. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. And indeed, he'll take only the out at first as the run comes in to score. No damage done after the 2-out triple. Thursday Night Baseball rolls on. We'll have more after this. Gene Segura will make his way towards the box to lead off the 5th.
shortstop, Gene Segura.
Now here's the first pitch. Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0.
Oh, shit.
Runs up to bunt here, but this is going to kick just foul down the line. And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. Fastball got him looking as that had two-seam action on it, one gone. So still nothing against him on the scoreboard here in the fifth as we check out the league leaderboard for team ERA. And we find that this pitching staff currently leads the NL in that department. Robinson Chirinos will try it again. Set down on strikes his first time. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. And that's right there, and we're even at 1. And here's a fastball that he takes the other way out to fairly deep right. And this is handled easily, so quickly 2 are gone here to start the fifth. A look at our line score to this point, and I'm almost certainly jinxing things by pointing it out, but it's worth mentioning that 0 in the hit column through 2 outs here in the fifth. Neftali Soto will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1. Now a circle change, but he takes it low, ball 2. And with 2 away here, this is not the time to lose the strike zone.
Especially not to a number 9 hitter. The last thing you want to do is turn this lineup over and give these guys a shot to make something out of this inning after all.
And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. Could have been 3-1. Instead, it's 2-2. 4 pitches. Fast, slow, fast, slow. EK, you thinking fastball here?
It seems to fit the pattern, but you better not get too predictable out there. Guys will catch on quick.
Here's the 2-2 offering. And he just does manage to fight this one off as it's fouled away. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee. They're down 4-0. Neil Kotz is going to take over here in inning number 5, as it's going to be up to their bullpen to try and keep them in the game here. Michael Lee will stand in to lead things off in the bottom of the 5th.
Right fielder, Michael Lee.
Action now in the Milwaukee bullpen as they'll have a right-hander loosen up. Now a fastball on the inside corner, and he takes a look at strike 1. And he gives this one a pretty good ride down the left field line. Nearly a big fly to start the inning instead of foul ball. And this ball will be chopped foul. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. And He gets around on the fastball here as this is hit fairly well out toward left field. Davis has to retreat a bit, but he gets there for out number 1.
And it's got to be frustrating to be a power hitter like he is and play 81 games in a pitcher's park like this one. I mean, guys are motivated by numbers, and you just wonder what he could be doing in a ballpark that better suits his swing.
Number 3 will dig in. He's 1 for 2 in the ballgame.
Come on, New York.
First offering on the way. Starts him out with a slider for a strike.
Come on, Matt.
Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike.
Yeah, and when that pitch starts off outside, it's much easier to get a better view of it and then just lay off.
1-2.
Yeah, and you know, this is a spot where you just have to make them bring the ball down. It's very difficult to do anything positive when it's up that high.
Now the 1-2. And that pitch is lined into left field, and he's got his second hit of the evening.
And at this point, I don't think you could expect anything less than a 2-hit ball game from this guy. I mean, he's been as hot as anybody lately, and he comes through again here.
Number 30 will stand in. Base on balls his last time.
Come on, New York.
And that misses ball 1.
I think that's consistent with how the strike zone gets called nowadays. That's a strike in the rule book, but most umpires won't give you that pitch anymore.
Here's a look over to first. Runner back safely. And again a throw, and he'll dive back in. Another throw over. A dive, but he's back. This one's a strike. It's 1-1.
1-1. Come on. Here we go.
And they pitch out here, but nothing's happening. Ball 2. Hit hard on the ground to short. And that's through for a base hit. And the throw will come back in quickly, so it's first and second now with only 1 away.
A little bad luck there defensively. If that's hit at an infielder, it's a double play. But instead, now you're in hot water here with 1 away.
Michael Kadire will stand in. He homered back in the second inning of this one. And this is low, ball 1.
And you can bet they'll pitch him carefully with a couple guys on base.
Now a pickoff play at second, and the runner will get back standing. And this is fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul. First and second now, 1 man out. Grounded, foul. fouled straight back. And that misses 2-2.
Well, he might have just said, look, you're going to have to take this one because you ain't fouling that one off.
Two pitch on the way. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. Oh, he tries to force it into second, and it's too late. Throw will be well late as he reaches at first.
Well, this ball doesn't get too far away from home plate, so that makes the catcher have to make a decision. And he decides to try to force it in there at second base, but he winds up throwing it away.
Asdrubal Cabrera will stand in for a third time now. His previous efforts left something to be desired as he popped out and bounced into a double play. In there, strike one. It's going to take a lot of guile to work out of this one.
Well, he's got plenty in reserve. This would need to be a magic act, no doubt.
Now a fastball. Look out as he has to duck out of harm's way there.
Yeah, he's not trying to hit him, I don't think, but sometimes you need to keep guys honest up there. I think that's all he was trying to do there.
Oh, look out now. Guys don't like it when you miss up and in like that.
And you know what? That's not a big breaking ball coming up high and tight. That's going to get your attention a little.
A 2-1 offering. Right field. Catch is made here in right, and here comes the runner from third. Now a long throw home, and the run will score on the sacrifice fly, so it's now a 5-0 game.
And at the very least, that's what he's up there hoping to do, and that's hit the ball in the air somewhere. So nice job to pick up that runner from third. Although the other two runners have to stay put now with two away.
Travis d'Arnaud. We'll see what he can do here with 2 on and 2 out here in inning number 5. And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1. Now a check swing here and a little looper. And a big strikeout there as they'll leave a couple of runners on base, and after a good start to the inning, they can't capitalize any further. Mets forced to settle for 1 here in the inning. 5 innings complete. The Mets are out on top, 5-0. Carlos Gomez will stand in for the third time now, still without a hit, so that streak could be in a bit of jeopardy.
And I think that's in the back of his mind, but it's not something he's really focused on. He just wants to get up there and put a good swing on the ball.
And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1. Not the first time he's felt the squeeze tonight.
Yeah, he's looking and saying, what do I got to do to get a strike?
Now the 1-0 pitch. And Gomez not biting on that one either. It's 2-0 now. Swing and a miss on the heater, and it's 2-1.
Doing a good job right there of tying him up inside. Got in on his hands that time before he could get that barrel through the zone.
Let's go.
Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1.
Oh, I think he'd be real happy with a leadoff walk. Something just to get things started against this guy.
Now the 3-1 home. And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. Oh, and he's really got the strikeout pitch working now as he notches number 9 in the ball game.
And all through this winning streak of theirs, we've seen some great starting pitching, and this has been another very good performance. Good enough to most likely keep that winning streak going.
Scooter Gennett will stand in, and he, like so many others, hitless in the ball game so far. First pitch coming. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
Well, we've talked about all the strikeouts. The only side effect is right there, though. He's run up a pretty high pitch count now.
Left it up in the zone, but it's a strike, 1-1.
Boy, it's one thing for a reliever to come in out of the pen and throw 100 miles an hour for 15 pitches or so. But he's right up there around the century mark now, and he's still throwing hard.
Swung on and missed, 1-2 now.
And if he's getting tired, it's not showing in his slider. That pitch is still as tight as it was in the second inning.
Come on now, let's go.
Swing and a miss as he starts the frame with back-to-back strikeouts here. 3 in a row going back to the last inning, and there are 2 away.
And that slider's been an effective pitch for him, no doubt. As you take a look there, what his pitch breakdown looks like so far.
Ryan Braun will stand in here hoping to at least put a ball in play here this inning. Good setup, and the circle change hits the spot, 0-1. And with just 5 2/3 innings under his belt, he's about to hit the century mark in his pitch count now. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1.
Well, one thing we've seen from this guy on the mound so far, when he makes bad pitches, they typically miss out of the strike zone. They don't miss in the zone where they can be crushed.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2.
A strike away now from getting through 6 shutout innings here, and that's no small feat against this lineup.
Pitch in the dirt is swung on and missed, so he'll need to get the force at first. And the throw is in time. It's a strikeout, and the play at first goes 2-3 for good measure as the inning is over. Gone in order are the Brewers. They can't chip into that 5-0 deficit. Jim Henderson will come on now as he'll start out the bottom of the 6th.
Number 29, Jim Henderson.
Johan Santana will stand in now, and given the big cushion he has to work with on the other side of the scorecard, he'll go ahead and hit for himself here in inning number 6. Now a fastball that couldn't quite find the zone. It's ball 1. And with the no-hitter still within the realm of possibility, what kind of effort will we see here?
I'm saying not very much.
Now some movement out in the Milwaukee bullpen. Both a lefty and a right-hander have begun to stretch it out. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
I got to think he's going to leave the bat on his shoulder again here, even 2-0. This approach hasn't been too sharp so far to lead off the inning.
And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball, 2-2.
Doing a good job right there of tying him up inside. Got in on his hands that time before he could get that barrel through the zone.
And a full count as that misses. It's 3-2 now. One thing that man right there will not tolerate, leadoff walks.
Especially right out of the bullpen. This might be a quick outing if that happens.
And he misses with it, ball 4. And a terrible start to the inning as he's walked the pitcher leading things off.
Now batting, the shortstop,
David Lee will stand in. He tripled in his last appearance. That hits the outside corner. It's strike 1.
You can do it.
Nobody out, runner on first. Just got a piece of it as it's fouled back. Swing and a ball lifted in the air toward the line and right. And this is taken out there by Braun for the first out.
Well, I think this is a slider down in the zone, running away. And that's a very difficult pitch to drive with any authority unless you're a guy like Matt Kemp. And this becomes a harmless fly out to right field.
Gary Cox will stride in again, and before he takes his cuts here, let's flash you back to the 3rd inning. This was just a solo shot, but it definitely helped get this offense going. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0.
Pretty good speed here coming out of that left-handed batter's box, so it's no sure thing that a ground ball means a double play.
All right, Gary.
Swing and a miss as he ramps up on the fastball. 1-1. This is a hard-hit ball back up the middle, and he's going to have his second hit tonight as it's into center field for a base hit. And he'll make it to 3rd, and there are runners at the corners with only 1 out.
Yeah, he hit a good pitch there. This thing's toward the outside part of the plate, but he stays with it all the way. Uses the big part of the field and gets himself a base hit.
Michael Lee will dig in. He homered back in inning number 3. Just off the outside, and it's 1-0.
When you're already down 5, the last thing you want to do is keep falling behind guys.
Runners are at the corners with 1 man out. Here's a swing and a miss, 1-1.
Yeah, the velocity's good here, but I'm not so sure about the location. That was right down the middle.
Runners lead from 1st and 3rd. Here's the pitch. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
And one thing you can't do here, you cannot lose him and load the bases. He's still got a couple pitches to play with, but I'd expect this one to be somewhere in the strike zone.
Softly hit down to 3rd, likely no shot at 2. And indeed, he'll take only the out at 1st as the run comes in to score.
Yeah, on a high chopper like this, probably the right decision not to go after that guy from 3rd. So he wisely just takes the out at 1st, and he allows the run to come home and score.
Number 3 will be the batter. He's 2 for 3 thus far.
Come on, guys, don't blow it.
Runner staying tight to the bag at 2nd. Here's the pitch. Up and into the cleanup guy. It's ball 1.
And right now, he shouldn't have any second thoughts about working hard inside. Even if you hit the guy, you've got the open base to protect you. You got to keep this guy from getting extended.
Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one.
I think he's letting this situation get the better of him out there. But you have to have a short memory if you're a relief pitcher. You can't dwell on what just happened.
Three and 0 now. In danger now of a second walk out of the bullpen.
Not exactly providing relief. He's got to find it here somehow.
And with 2 away and an open base, he wasn't going to see anything there, as that's a 4-pitch walk.
And he's not going to earn himself any points with this performance out of the bullpen so far. The control just hasn't been there. And, you know, that's mission number 1 for a reliever.
Number 30 will step in now and see what he can do with 2 on and 2 out here in the 6th. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting into foul territory now toward the third base dugout. Ramirez is there, and the side is retired. Mets forced to settle for 1 here in the inning. 7th inning coming up. Mets out in front, 6-0. Welcome back to Citi Field in Flushing. Getting set for the 7th inning now with the Mets out on top. But first, let's check out the game summary through the first 6 innings of baseball. Chris Carter will stand in to start the 7th with that big 0 still looming in the hit column.
All right, can I officially start the countdown right now? I'm not scared to talk about a no-hitter up here. There's only 9 outs between him and a no-hitter as we speak.
Now here's a swing and a high pop-up. Really got under this one. Out near the bag at second. Cabrera is there to put this one away, and it takes just 1 pitch to record the first out of the 7th.
And for you at home, all I'm going to do is direct your attention to the hits column right there. It is what it is here in the 7th inning.
1 away for the Brewers in their half of the 7th. And here's the powerful Aramis Ramirez. Taken outside for ball 1.
Hey, not to pour cold water on a possible no-hit bid, but have a look at that pitch count. It's starting to creep up there a little bit.
Perhaps a little low there. It's 2-0. Maybe the pressure of the no-hitter getting to him a bit.
Yeah, 2-0 now. He's got to be careful it doesn't all go up in smoke right here.
Outside, 3-0 now.
And a good job here of making him throw a lot of pitches. He probably doesn't have a whole lot left in the tank, so the more you make him work, the better your chances of getting a mistake.
And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1. You have to say they've really had a good game plan for attacking the 3, 4, 5 hitters all game long.
Yeah, and I think the only thing that's better than a game plan has been the execution of that game plan. You're exactly right. They've held this lineup at bay.
And the good fastball there finds the zone as the count goes full now, 3-2.
Yeah, he's definitely still bringing it. It's the 7th inning, and we're still hearing the catcher's mitt snapping all the way up here.
Now the 3-2 pitch. And they are still hitless, but at least they'll have a base runner here. It's ball 4.
And there you get a look at his pitch count. You can see he's over the 100 pitch mark right now. So some of those mistakes are going to start to get magnified late in this ball game. You can bet they're keeping close tabs on him in that dugout.
Chris Davis will stride in, grounded out his last time through. fastball in the dirt, but it's blocked nicely as he keeps it in front of him. Here comes the 1-0. Now a ball lined toward the alley in left center. And that's in there. And there goes the no-hitter. The relay throw, but he's safe at third as he's able to scramble back. They finally break through for their first hit of the ball game here in the seventh, so the no-hit bid will end right here. Gene Segura will stand in, called out on strikes his last time. Action in the Mets bullpen now. It's both a lefty and a right-hander that start to throw. They set the target in, and this finds the inside corner for strike one.
Kind of interesting to see how he's going to respond to this situation that he's worked himself into.
Yeah, he hasn't found himself in too many tough spots, but he's got one now.
Runners are at second and third with one down. Off the plate and in, hits a ball and a strike.
And for Milwaukee, this is a spot where you really need that one key hit.
The slider up into the 90s there. It's 1-2.
Oh, another good pitch there. I'm not sure he's thrown a bad slider tonight. Every one of them has had a ton of movement.
And a good take there will push it to 2-2 now on the Brewers shortstop.
And that's the right spot for that slider. Really try hard to tie him up inside. And that's a good job to lay off, too.
Swing and a ball hit foul as this will find the seats in right. And this ball is also hit foul and heading for the seats, so we'll have to do it again. Still 2-2. Grounded to third. Throw will get him for the second out, but meanwhile the run is in to score from third.
This late in the game, no sense in taking a chance trying to cut down that guy at the plate. So they'll be pretty happy just to trade the run for the out.
Robinson Chirinos will stand in now. He's struck out and flied out, 0 for 2 thus far. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike one.
And he's probably a little bit upset with himself for giving up that early run, but he really reached back for something extra right there.
Close to the bag, it's second there, now the pitch. And he lays off for ball one.
You've got options here, so you don't need to go after this guy if you don't want to.
Fastball taken inside for a ball, 2-1 now.
Well, this is a guy up there that's not hitting a ton right now, but he can still work the count. And that alone can be beneficial to an offense.
2-1 pitch, a circle change taken for a called strike two. Two out here and a runner at second. Now a swing and a ground ball for the second baseman Cabrera. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Brewers forced to settle for one. Seventh inning stretch time here at the ballpark. It's the Mets 6 and the Brewers 1. Well, there you see Brewer manager Ron Renicky out for a conference at home plate, so I would imagine we're going to see a double switch here. Jeremy Jeffress will come on to pitch now as he'll move into the 8th spot in the lineup on the double switch here. Martin Maldonado will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch. Michael Kadire will dig in again, and as he does, we'll flash you back to inning number 2 as you get a look at his 2-run homer that was a big blow early on. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. This crowd, likely in the 40,000 range. They've got to like what they've seen so far.
Oh, and it's been a complete performance. They need to find a way to bottle this up and keep it going.
Ball 2 to Kadire. 2 balls and no strikes.
And this is all about handling a guy like this with kid gloves. You know, walk him if you have to, but don't let him be the one to beat you.
Swing, hard hit ball to second. And he's retired here, 1 away.
Now batting, second baseman,
Asdrubal Cabrera will stand in here. He's 0 for 2 with a sacrifice to this point. Now some movement out in the Milwaukee bullpen. Both a lefty and a right-hander have begun to stretch it out. Fastball off the plate away for ball 1. And a fastball in there for a strike, 1-1.
That's one of those fastballs that just never feels like it's going to be a strike. It's up at the letters, and that's a tough one to do anything with.
Down low, 2 balls and a strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Now he spins on a fastball here and drives one to deep right field. And that will find the seats, a home run. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. 6th home run on the season for him, as it's now a 6-run ball game.
Well, this is the chance you take when you work up in the zone like this. I mean, this is right in his happy zone, and he jumps all over it and sends it right over the wall.
Travis d'Arnaud will dig in. Strikeout victim his last time.
Travis d'Arnaud.
Sweep him, guys.
Breaking ball for a strike, 0-1. And he gets a piece of this one to foul it toward the backstop. 1 out, nobody on. Here's one for Jeanette, the second baseman. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Now batting, pitcher, Johan.
Matt Carpenter will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 16, Matt Carpenter.
Here's the first offering. grounded foul toward the third base dugout. And a half swing here, but this is in there for a called strike two. And he looks at a ball, 1-2. Two out, nobody on. The right-hander deals on 1-2. And he reaches for one but can't find it as he's down on strikes for the final out. But the Mets are able to tack on one thanks to the solo homer. We'll march on to the eighth. It's the Mets 7 and the Brewers 1. Jay Lee will come in now working with a huge lead, so he'll just look to get some work in here. Martin Maldonado will stand in now as he'll be getting his first plate appearance in this one here in the eighth.
Maldonado.
On to the eighth here as a slider is taken to begin the at-bat. It's ball one.
Oh, Blue, you're killing me.
Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1.
You want to talk about a live arm? This guy's got one all right.
Now a ball swung on and heading for the stands in right, and that'll move the count to 1-2 now. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out. With that, we'll give you a look at our starter comparison for the two starting pitchers in the game, and the column to look at is the one on the right side of your screen. Not too many hits to go around at this point in the ballgame. Carlos Gomez will stand in, and they've done a good job keeping him off base at the top of the lineup. He's 0 for 3 thus far. Fastball in there for a called strike.
Well, these guys sure have been doing a lot of moaning and groaning tonight. He did not like that call at all.
That's in there as well. It's a quick 0-2 count.
You can tell he's still frustrated after that first called strike. It's still on his mind.
And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
And that's his strikeout pitch right there. You know, you'll see a lot of guys swing right over the top of that one. That's a great job there just to hold off.
Here comes a 1-2. And he is down on strikes again. So get your hats out. That's the third strikeout of the game. There's a look at the inning-by-inning recap. 7-1 our score as we play the eighth inning of this one. Scooter Gennett will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
Get him down. Get out here.
Fastball that gets the inside corner, strike one.
And you know, this is a guy that loves the ball down and in. It's one of the locations he really covers well, so they're going to want to mix their spots here.
And this is fouled straight back. changes up on him there, but it's 1-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Hit hard to the right side, but foul, so we'll see if he can straighten that out. Two and two now with 2 away and the base is empty. And this is a swing and a miss on a ball in the dirt as they'll need to throw down to first. And the throw to first will indeed get him. It's a strikeout, score at 2-3, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee. They're down 7-1. Jonathan Broxton will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger. David Lee will lead things off here in the bottom half of inning number 8.
The shortstop, David Lee.
There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike 1. And now K-Rod Francisco Rodriguez is up throwing in the bullpen. And this is going to be a foul ball. And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight.
Well, this is a stroll he's taken 5 times in this series now. That slow walk back to the dugout after getting punched out. After a while, these things, they start to wear on you. You've got to try to keep the mindset that every at-bat's a new opportunity, but most of the time, that's easier said than done.
Gary Cox will dig in. He homered back in inning number 3.
Let's go, Gary!
First pitch coming. And not the greatest of starts to the at-bat as he reaches for one out of the zone for strike 1.
Yeah, he really pulled off of that one, and that's not the kind of swing we're accustomed to seeing from a guy like him.
Right, especially starting off an at-bat.
Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-1. And they'll come inside with this one, but the result's the same. It's to 2-1 now. Now here's the pitch. And he's fallen behind now, 3-1. And just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. Now a ground ball towards the hole. And the underhanded throw gets him for the out.
Now batting, right fielder, Michael Lee.
Michael Lee will step in, a ground out victim as last time. And here's a slider that's nowhere close, and it's 1-0. Pitch to the plate is a slider for a strike, and it's all knotted up at 1-1.
When he's got that slider working the way he wants it, it can be such a weapon for him.
Here's the 1-1.
Here we go.
Good late break to the slider. 87 on the gun there. It's 1-2.
Now you can't look for a specific pitch. You just got to protect the plate.
And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
Let's go. Wait for the pitch. Here we go.
Hit hard to the right, but foul. Big swing, but a little dribbler here to the right side of the mound. Oh, and it sailed right over his head at first. And he will make it all the way to third now, as that mistake proves a costly one indeed.
Well, he's going to get a base hit on the play, but that's when the real adventure begins. And by the time we're done, he's going to wind up at third on what will be ruled a single and an error.
Number 3 will bat now, 2 for 3 in the ballgame. And here's a ball hit in the air. Carter is there, and he puts this one away for the third out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. Mets strand one. They're on top 7-1. Ryan Braun will stand in now to lead things off, and he'll do so against a guy who's definitely in a groove out there.
Yeah, he struck out the side his last time through, and they've got to do something to get this guy out of the role that he's been on.
Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. Braun awaiting the 1-0. And look out. He has to back away there and then give a little glare out to the mound. It's ball 2.
Yeah, I don't think this is a guy you want to mess with here. He can hurt you in more ways than one.
And a good comeback fastball there. It's 2 balls and a strike.
Right now, they'd be lucky to just put one in play.
Good breaking ball, and it's in there. 2-2 now. You go back to the curveball here?
I'd stay away. I'd go curveball or even slider, but I got to get it out over the plate. My job as a pitcher, expand the zone. Make the hitter swing at pitches that are off the plate.
Fouled back.
Hard to do much better than this. I mean, here are the only 3 batters he's faced since coming on. Strikeout, strikeout, and strikeout. Boy, that is flat dealing there.
And he will keep it going on the mound. He struck out the side last time through. Now the streak hits 4 in a row. 1 away. 2 outs away from a victory here that you'd have to say will be a rather convincing one.
And you know, Matt, in every phase of the game, hitting, pitching, defense, it all favors the home side here. Top to bottom, they've been the better team.
Chris Carter will stand in now, hoping to get on track as they've been able to neutralize his power out of the cleanup spot. 0 for 3 thus far. Here's a swing and a ball hit into the air to left center and shallow. And no one can corral that one. Base hit.
And they finally break through for their second hit of the ball game here. But anytime that second hit comes in the ninth inning, you know your offense is in big trouble.
Aramis Ramirez will dig in. He walked and later scored last time. And a good fastball there, but this just misses the zone for ball 1. And I believe he broke the plane of the plate there. He most certainly did. It's a ball and a strike. Hit hard to second, but this is hauled in by the second baseman. Throw back to first will not be in time, so they'll just get the 1 on the lineout.
That's the hardest hit ball he's had all series, and he's still looking for that first hit, but it didn't work out for him here.
Chris Davis will dig in. 1 for 2 to this point in the ball game. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. Two out with the man at first. And that's swung on and missed, so the Brewers are down to their final strike now.
And he's really going to have to fight now. You got to take a little bit out of your swing and find a way to put this ball in play.
And a good 2-strike pitch, but he misses high 1 and 2.
Good high fastball. Maybe something to try and change the eye level there. And now, I might anticipate another slider down in the zone, maybe even in the dirt.
Milwaukee, good night.
And these guys continue to play good baseball, good fundamental baseball. And they finish off the 3-game sweep here in front of the home crowd.
One more look at the final line score there to see the great pitching performance that led his guys to the victory. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he was really overpowering guys out there. Look at the line score. He winds up with 11 strikeouts, and he definitely was a deciding factor in this one.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Caro, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. The Mets come out on top, 7-1. Good night from Flushing.
Final line score for our ball game tonight. For the victorious New York Mets, 7 runs on 13 hits. No errors. They left 10 men on base. For the Brewers, 1 run on 2 hits. 2 errors. They left 5 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 6 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.